our family horseback fly fishing trip along the Soda Fork River in Wyoming. A friend who stalks elk with a bow and arrow there reacted to the news of our adventure with 2 words: bear spray. I bought 4 canisters. Reading the instructional pamphlet, I learned that when a bear charges, you must 1, grab the bear spray that you keep at the ready in a holster on your belt, 2, flip the orange tab at the top, and 3, pointing slightly downward because grizzlies lower their heads when they attack, wait until the bear is 15 to 20 feet from pulverizing you to push the button and diffuse a cloud of intense pepper spray in its face. The pamphlet also informed me that the worst kind of grizzly to encounter is a mama bear with cubs. Her instinct to protect her young is immediate and ferocious. I was too afraid to practice using the spray the recommended 7 times, or even once, so I held on to a glimmer of faith that if I came face to face with a grizzly, my maternal instinct would kick in and enabled me to fire the spray effectively enough to save myself and my sons. One evening, just before dusk, I was walking through the scratchy waist-high bushes between the bends of the Soda Fork with my 16-year-old son, Johnny. He had a fly rod in his hand and a canister of bear spray hooked to his quick-dry pants. Watching his long strides through the bushes, I realized our best chance of surviving no longer relied on me. I still had the maternal desire to protect him, but only Johnny had the confidence and quick reactions to save us. We had apparently reached a mother-son crossroads, he on the way up, me on the way down, that made child's play of events I had taken for milestones, his starting to shave, his learner's permit, his first girlfriend. I had no doubt that if we were under attack, Johnny wouldn't turn to me for protection, but would come to my aid. The shift made me feel safe and a little sad. It was a natural progression, following years of rejoicing in my son's physical growth, of charting their height in pencil on the basement door, and sharing their pride when the notches climbed higher and higher, of smiling to myself when I had to ask one of them to reach a platter on the top shelf. It was also a reminder, as my boys got older, so would I. Standing up to my ankles in the cool, clear waters of the Soda Fork, I watched Johnny cast his fishing line into wide loops and then drop his fly like a gentle raindrop on a dark riffle at the river's edge. He let it drift and then pulled the line up and cast again. The fly floated downriver without a nibble. Johnny reeled it in and walked a few steps further upstream, where he cast his line toward a log partly submerged in the water. Dwarfed by the thousands of fir trees and pine trees across the river and the vast craggy mountains above, Johnny was focused and silent. He cast and drifted and reeled and cast again. He seemed unaware of my presence. I glanced back toward our campsite, thinking we should head back before it started to get dark. As I was checking to make sure my bear spray was secure in my pocket, Johnny shouted, "Got one!" I turned and saw his rod bend into a U-shape as he pulled it back and started to reel in. The fish splashed, and Johnny grabbed the line to pull from the water a fat brown trout. Johnny turned toward me, like a compass swinging north, with a huge boyish smile. It was a good catch.